Hi, I'm Andrew, and this is Christian. I'm going to be his physical therapist today, and I'm going to help him work through the Astrand submaximal VO2 estimation test. So Christian has been warming up for the past 3 minutes at 25 watts and 50 RPMs. And now that he's sufficiently warmed up, I'm going to go ahead and increase his resistance, or his wattage, to 125 watts. Now, my goal with this increased workload is to hopefully increase his heart rate until we can reach a submaximal level. So before he got on the bike, we calculated his theoretical maximum heart rate, which was 189 beats per minute. Now his submaximal range will be 60 to 85% of that maximal heart rate, and that ranges from 113 BPM to 161. So we're going to shoot for that, but we'll take his vitals here in about 2 minutes. In the meantime, yeah, we're doing the Astrand submaximal test, and what we're going to do is we're going to take some information from this test and try to calculate his theoretical VO2 max. Let's see, so before we got into this exercise routine, we went ahead and looked over Christian's cardiovascular risks. Christian is a 27-year-old male who works out moderately as his schedule permits. He had no cardiovascular signs or symptoms or significant risk factors like high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So based on these factors, I'm determining that it's okay for him to go ahead and continue with this exercise with no risks for danger. Let's see. So before Christian got on the bike, I took your vitals. You had 116/76 blood pressure, heart rate of 60 beats per minute, and an RPE of 6. Now, RPE is a relative perceived exertion, and that's basically a subjective measurement that Christian can tell me as far as where he is from 6, which is very light, to no exertion, to 20, which is all-out exertion. His warm-up vitals, which we took prior to the recording of this video, was 120, or his blood pressure was 120/72, heart rate was 62, and his RPE was also 6. So these are both very logical and appropriate increases in both heart rate and blood pressure. So it's been about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and begin to take his first round of vitals. Christian, could you first please tell me where on this chart your relative perceived exertion is?
I would say about 11.
Okay, great. Go ahead and mark that on my sheet here. 11. Okay. Alright, so if you can go ahead and rest your hand up here, I'm going to go ahead and take your heart rate. There we go, thank you. So I'm going to take your blood pressure. Go ahead and rest your wrist up on my shoulder. Thank you. Back up there. Okay, how you feeling? Good, good. Okay, so your blood pressure at this point was 140/80, so it's a good increase in blood pressure, but appropriate for the rate of exertion. Heart rate was 120 beats per minute, and your RPE, like you said, was 11. So we're going to let Christian exercise here for another, looks like another minute, and then I'll take your second and then third measurements here shortly.
Okay.
How's the seat height on that bike?
Good.
Good. So before Christian got on the bike, what I did was I went ahead and adjusted the seat height so that it was in alignment with the greater trochanter of his femur. That way, allowing for him to go through this 6-minute exercise program with maximal comfort, and also to keep him from overextending or underextending his knees throughout the process. doing a good job of keeping close to 50 RPM, maintaining that constant workload at 125 watts. Okay, let's go ahead and start the 5th minute measurement. So Christian, again, if you could go and let me know what your RPE is on this chart.
I would say about 12.
12? Excellent. Okay. You want to rest your wrist up on my, hold you like this. Take your heart rate. Okay, I'm going to take your blood pressure here in just a second. Rest back up here again, please. Thank you. Okay, Christian, so your blood pressure was 142/82, which is a nice little increase from where you were at minute number 2. Heart rate was 132. So again, this is within his submaximal range of 113 to 161, and your RPE was 12. So I'm going to give you just a few more seconds. I'm going to take your 3rd and final measurement of this video, and hopefully we can get your heart rate within 5 BPM of the measurement we just took. Let us know that you're within steady state. Okay, so one more time, if you could go ahead and let me know where you are on this chart of RPE.
I would say 13.
13? Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and give me your wrist here. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to take your blood pressure one more time. Thank you. Okay, great. So your blood pressure was 146/84. Heart rate was 136, so that was within 4 BPM of your minute number 5 heart rate. And RPE of 13. So great. So based on this, Christian has reached a submaximal level of heart rate, steady state. I'm going to go ahead and decrease your workload back down to 25 and have you cool down for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then I'm going to take your cool down vitals at the end of that cool down session, and we'll go ahead and call this complete. So Christian was able to hit his submaximal heart rate range and then maintain steady state between minutes 5 and 6. So I'm going to call this complete, and then we'll calculate your VO2 later. Thanks.